DJ do dirty, turn this up. They say face go candy liquor, let me go and grab a cup. Scuba gear up on my head, cause we punish more than parties. Somebody tell Jersey we getting started, what they call it, yeah? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time, yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punishers, Prince I about to give 'em life. Don't switch it down on that tune, cause the party ain't a party unless fife in the room, yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time. What's that? Oh yeah, ooh, we connected, baby. Mouth too reckless, who gon' check us? Though we syndicated, vindicated. Seem like we should've been the made it, been the greatest. Crank the amp, make sure they hit me, I'm about to snap. The general, yeah, that's Prince side. OG face, know he's south side. Jersey like the bricks killer. J536 with him. Do dirty like the kids swimming. Royal flush and we keep shit. Keep winning, bet it up, tryna beat living. Please shut up, cause I'm trying to listen. Party punishers live in 3, 2, 1. DJ do dirty, turn this up. They say face go candy liquor, let me go and grab a cup. Scuba gear up on my head, cause we punish more than parties. Somebody tell Jersey we getting started, what they call it, yeah? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's party punishers. Prince I about to give 'em life. Don't switch it down on that tune, cause the party ain't a party unless fife in the room. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time.
Party punishers, we in the building, baby.
Welcome to the Party Punisher Show. I am your girl Jersey, and which way I'm going? Which way I'm going? To the right of me.
Yo, y'all know what it is, man. It's the General DJ Prince I, Party Punishers, aka Thug Daddy. And to the right of me,
y'all know who it is, man. OG Face got it, aka Ram Faces, aka your grandmama, great grandmamas, and your great great granny's favorite pastor, Ham Mercy.
And to the left of Jersey,
hey man, y'all already know it's the Prince of Thieves, the prettiest of the prettiest granddaddy, man. DJ Country, I'm in the building. How y'all feeling?
We feeling great. I welcome everybody to the Party Punisher Show on Connected TV, on YouTube, and on Roku and Amazon Prime. And check this out. I want to say for the past 2 days, I've been feeling like crap. But I had to have a pep talk with myself to get it moving. So everybody needs to have a pep talk with themselves.
I agree.
Because there's other things out here that we need to be doing and getting our life together for.
That's right.
You feel me?
I feel you.
Stop
Now-
talking like that, son. You act like you about to go somewhere.
Oh no, I ain't about to go.
Oh, okay.
If it ain't time for me to go,
You ain't going.
hey, I'm fighting. I'm in a fighting match right now. I'm a combination of George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Mike Tyson, and Sugar Ray right now.
I ain't gonna let you go and jump in your
Yeah.
casket. I'm
So,
gonna jump in your casket.
I'm in a combination of all of them right now because it's time to fight.
So that means that's a good fight.
Oh, that's gonna be one hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be one hell of a fight.
Face over there. He go, mm-hmm.
So for all those that don't know, today's show is brought to you by Sips and by the House of Dank.
Mm-hmm.
Face.
He didn't say nothing yet. All he says, mm-hmm.
You've been telling me all the way here how much you wanted to talk about something.
We're gonna get down with I'm allowing all y'all to get out what y'all need to get out.
Okay, so Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
I see in the Party Punisher group that DJ Skills had put something in it, and you called me and said that you would like to speak about it. So I mean, let's put it on the table. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so hey Skills, he put out a video which was like a wife, her husband, and the baby daddy. So the baby daddy came over to their house. The husband came home And he was like, why you didn't call me and tell me he was over here? So she was like, why should I have to call you? You know, his kids live here. So, you know, I agree with her with that. I don't agree in the way in which she handled her husband, because she was talking very disrespectfully to him, which she should not have.
I'm gonna let you finish your thought.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that yet.
I'm gonna let you finish your thought, but I had to put that chicken down. Go ahead and finish your thought.
She was talking to him very disrespectful in front of the baby daddy. And obviously it must have was some tension between the baby daddy and the husband, because he was like, you know, I don't like him. So, and then, you know, my thing is, when you have a blended family, you know, I feel like all parties should be on board. You marry, you know, yeah.
Go ahead. I'm letting you finish.
You marry someone who already has children. Again, you should be respectful to that father. Y'all should be respectful to each other. Everybody should be respectful, because what are y'all teaching the kids? Basically, the kids wasn't in school, but still, all of that back and forth and all of that stuff should not really, was very unnecessary. At the end of the day, you marry somebody who had kids, their father is active in their life, so therefore it should be no problem, unless she was sneaking and geeking with the baby daddy. Now, if she was sneaking and geeking with the baby daddy, and I really feel like, okay, then, you know, he had a reason to feel the way he feel, but all of that wasn't brought forth in the video. So I'm just speaking that, you know, it's a very slippery slope, I feel like.
All right, now what was the first part you said when you first answered the question? When you said,
Wasn't you listening?
no, I want you to repeat it.
No.
I don't wanna,
About what the inappropriate.
because you said it was okay for him to be there. You said you agreed with her on that part, right?
Yeah.
You lost your rabbit button mind. She ain't called this man. This man house. It's their house because he had one chap with him.
Mm-hmm.
The other dude got two chaps with him.
Mm-hmm.
But she ain't called the man whom house she in and said, hey, such and such coming over here. You know, I'm just giving you heads up, he coming over here. Which ain't no issue for him to be there with his kids. But in all actuality, the other man should have been there when that man pulled up.
Why?
What you mean, why?
Why?
Unless that's a respect thing. Unless he's pulling up.
I have to disagree.
Hold on. Unless he's, okay, say you dealing with a dude
Mm-hmm.
that has it,
Mhm.
y'all together,
Mm-hmm.
y'all house.
Mm-hmm.
You at work.
Mhm.
You technically got off early because little buddy cuz got off early.
Mm-hmm.
You get off early. They outside.
Mhm.
They talking in the driveway.
Mhm.
You don't know how long old girl was there. You know, ain't no chaps outside with the parents.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, oh, I'm coming over here talking about the kids. You could, like he said, you could call talk about these chaps.
I don't have.
No,
a
you can
First
call.
of all, hold on. Don't tell me what I
Okay,
have a problem
that's
with.
you.
I don't have a problem with it.
That's you.
Because at the end of the day, if I don't trust you, then what I'm with you for?
Okay, well that's cool. That's
If
you.
I don't trust you when I'm with you for, and they
Well,
wasn't inside, they was outside.
It don't matter. That was outside when he pulled up.
Okay. I'm sure
Ain't
he
no
got
di-
cameras. I
No,
mean, at the
no,
end of the day,
but
even if it did,
it's a respect thing.
I feel like
it's
at
a
the
res-
end of
it's
the
a
day,
respect-
that's both of y'all house.
No, it's not.
And
It's
you're
not.
gonna
It's
see-
not.
and
It's
if
not
they're
both. It's not both of the house. They half of wasn't paying that. I mean, that woman wasn't paying that.
Now let me
Now they
interject
go
for a
to court,
second. Let me
then
interject
it's
for a
half.
second.
That's not no half
We
of their
don't-
house.
Now we all watched the same video.
Yeah.
We don't know the backstory.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Because
saying.
now-
But little buddy cousin already said, you know, me and this dude got an
That's
issue.
why-
But see now the thing is with that, for her to react the way that she has reacted, that means that she has lost respect for that man as a man.
Mhm.
At some point in their relationship, whether she was taking care of him at one point or another, or whatever the situation
No.
is, for her to talk to her for that in that type of manner. But now, as a man, he could have handled that a different way.
I'm gonna
Because
tell you how.
that could have
I'm gonna
turned
tell you
every
how it
different
was.
way
I'm gonna
bad.
tell you how it would have handled.
And that's why
You
I
going
say,
there,
don't know
like
that
he said,
story.
them other two chaps that wasn't his, take them two chaps, let them go with their pappy.
But see, that's the problem. At that
That
point,
ain't
see,
no
at that
problem.
point, as a
Take-
woman, how do you deal with that situation when your man just told your kids that they can get on and go?
Right.
Now this is
he
the man that you
also
got a
said-
child with.
Then
And he
help her.
also
Then
said,
help her. You can
why
go
am I
too.
taking care of these kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, that's the thing. You know,
When
we-
you marry a woman, she's a package deal,
I mean,
and vice versa.
but it's not always. You know, we as men we feel like that because I've been in that situation because you know as a man sometimes mothers don't be over baby daddies.
Mm.
And the men that they're dealing with notice because they know their feelings for that man, so they have a problem with it. It don't necessarily be a problem between him and that man. It's a problem between him and that
I'm
woman.
just saying
Right,
that's
'cause
the
it
issue.
is what she has created.
Yeah,
My thing is, I guess I don't feel no type of way because that's just not me. Like when me and my baby daddy separated, I don't care what he did. I ain't trying to get back with him. It don't matter to me. At the end of the day,
That's still
once
disrespect. And once
in
I
your
watched
eyes, it's
it, once I watched that
disrespectful.
video, I
Nah.
understand it. And to
I said it was
all
disrespectful because
all of
she
my
was talking to him all
children's-
crazy.
all of my children mothers, friend guys, or ex-friends, I apologize because I was that baby daddy.
you
So
flipped out.
once I-
You flipped out face.
Once I seen that video, no, I wasn't the dude that pulled up. I was the dude that was already there. I used to just pop up when I wanted to pop up.
But
But
that's-
once I seen that was wrong on my behalf.
but you had an understanding with your baby mother. Y'all had the respect level was there as a difference. So 9 times out of 10, knowing the man that you are, that I know, the face that I know.
No, now.
You know, you was a
I just-
respectable pillar.
Pillow.
No, not pillow. That's why I said pillar.
Yeah.
You know, pillar of society. So I can see both sides and both.
Yeah, but I
angles
was
of it.
wrong. I was wrong and he was wrong.
But he
That's
handled it the wrong way. There's way you could talk to another man to de-escalate a situation.
That wasn't no.
Know what I'm saying? Now the
I
way,
pulled up to my spot.
but now
y'all
you can't talk to your
outside.
woman a certain way
They
too and expect her not
outside.
to say something back.
You know what? I feel like men feel like that because that's something they're doing. You're insecure, so therefore you think she doing something. At the end of the day, they're outside. They're not even inside.
They were outside.
She wasn't
then.
even standing in the doorway, and she was talking to him in the
They
doorway.
were outside.
They were
then.
outside. You cannot
They were outside. then.
assume what was going on prior. You
You
only
can't
going on
assume,
basis to the video. They
but-
were outside.
Yeah, but
She ain't had no robe on. She had a pair of jeans on and a shirt.
So
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
So
Like,
how you would have handled it?
Why I'm smiling?
Yeah, how you would have handled
Because in my opinion, this is my opinion.
they
For
still
one-
do
for
some
one-
stuff.
For one,
You can tell by the
thing
conversation.
my thing is this. When I check out, my thing is this. They still had some type of contact besides the children. This is me. They had some type of contact besides the children, whether it was he was in her DM or she was in his DM. It was still you could detect that it was still some form of spark there.
Through their conversation.
Through their conversation.
The way she went at her new dude
Now,
behind her baby.
Well, he
daddy.
wasn't a new dude if they had a baby.
No,
They
but
had
I'm
a
saying
baby.
that's but
they
that's
were
the new
that's
dude.
her husband.
But that's the new dude.
okay, but listen, as a person that has been in that situation, I've been in that situation, and I could say that like I've been the baby daddy that popped up. You feel me?
Mhm.
But one rule I got in all of them, I'll never come to your house unannounced. I don't care who you are. If you don't gotta be in a relationship,
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you, can I come?
yeah. That's one thing.
I'm
about me. I ain't never- yeah, I ain't doing that.
I'm gonna show people the utmost respect. I'm not coming there.
because I don't want
Right.
you to pop up at mine. So
I used
yeah,
to just
so,
pop
so
up.
I'm gonna give you
I'll
that.
pop
But
up.
now
I used to just pop up.
let me elaborate more.
Because you disrespect.
Let me elaborate more.
And that's why I said.
You could
That's
tell.
why you think that, though. I'm sorry, Prince.
You could tell that like y'all, everybody in agreement, the way she handled her husband, something was going on, or either she was through. Like she been lost respect for him. You feel me? But my thing is this. I don't believe that man just popped up. That man was invited to that house.
Oh yeah, and that's why if they would have called the police or something would have happened, her husband would have been in the wrong because he was invited there.
And my thing is, that's like you pose if you got a boyfriend, if you got a live-in boyfriend or live-in girlfriend, and you got baby daddy, baby mama, you're supposed to let the other one know, hey, such and such would like to drop by.
That's it.
Is it cool with you? I don't care if it is her house or his house. You got to give that much respect. Like I'm gonna put it all on the table like this. I used to be invited to my children's mother's house, right? Children in school. Man ain't there. I've been invited, but I've been invited for the wrong reason.
I can respect that.
Okay, so now I leave and get phone calls from my children. Daddy, you was here? You was here? What you mean? You're fragrant, because everybody know what it's saying. Your cologne was still left in the house. Now, my kids not knowing because they kids, they saying it all loud. Now, her new mate is
on it.
Oh, so Prince was here? Prince came to see his kids. How? When his kids wasn't here. So how do we know that the kids was in the house when old buddy pulled up?
Besides, you also have the times that, as a father, you may see something for your kids. You might be in the mall, and I'm gonna grab it. Hey, look, I just grabbed this right here. I just picked this up. I'm gonna stop by.
But
so that could have been the case, and it just so happened, like you said, old boy popped up. We don't know if they were standing there 10 minutes, 30 minutes.
And that's the point I'm proving. I'm just saying, before you go to anybody's house, you give a courtesy call.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You don't just go to somebody's house.
Whomever you with, you
got to give that much respect.
You owe your mate enough respect to sit up and say, my children father coming over or my children mother coming over.
She might have had that time.
No, you got
time.
You got time. If a joke sit up and say, I'm finna come that way, hold on right quick. Let me make sure it's all right.
I'm just and
it's not even making sure it's all right, because anybody know who I've been with. If my kids coming over with their mama or their mama's coming over, it didn't matter what you said to me. They were gonna come anyway, but out of respect, I still asked the question.
But see, at the end of the day, if my kids are somewhere, I'm gonna be welcome there. There's no reason I shouldn't be welcome where my kids at. I don't care what me and you got going on as a man or as a woman.
And I understand a couple times, because I put my hands on a couple people, so I can understand why they didn't feel comfortable me coming around. You know, that was the
But it was a reason. You just don't put your hands on people.
But see, my thing is this. If you're in a relationship, a whole nother relationship, I respect your relationship. It's so many people that can't do the same. They can't reciprocate the same. Like, I've been in relationships with a whole nother person, and people don't get into that house. Getting me, hey, XYZ, this, that, and the third. My thing is, I respect. Because there's nothing worse in life than a disrespectful ninja.
Mm-hmm. But and that usually comes from a disrespectful woman.
It comes from a disrespect,
because that pillow talking sometimes, you know, when women get mad at baby daddies, they like to run off at the mouth, and like old people tell you,
well, men do that too.
And those are the red flags.
Yeah, I mean, you know, no, some baby mothers are.
Listen,
oh boy.
This is how I feel.
All I'm gonna say is some of them is bad and don't deserve to have kids. And I love my kids, every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to do it over again, some of them wouldn't be here, and some of their mothers wouldn't be their mothers.
Right.
And I'm not talking bad against them, but they just weren't good women for me.
Right.
I don't know what they are for the next person. Just for me, they wasn't a good woman, and they wasn't a good mate. They wasn't a good helpmate.
Well,
say that again.
But not for nothing in the world, I wouldn't change none of my children's mothers, because all of my children's mothers were put in my life to teach me a lesson about
a lesson or a blessing.
Have you ever thought maybe you was put in their life I'm sorry, no, I'm getting all tongue tied because we can't always look like somebody came into our life for us to be a blessing to us. Sometimes we came into their life to take that bad energy and to suck off that negative energy and give them some of our good life.
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't speak for what I've done for somebody. I speak for what people done for me. The worst thing I hate is a person saying what they did for me.
Right. Listen, this is what I'm gonna say on this subject. When you meet a person and they have children, there should already be a respect. Let me speak for me. So, because there's certain things that I don't play, and respect is one of them. So when I met my ex-husband, my daughter was 2, right? Her father was the type of man that felt like if he had a kid by you, no matter what, he can still come. So when me and my ex-husband started dating, we were just, outside just chilling. He comes like it's 11 o'clock. He rolls up. So before he even got up, I said, I got this. I said, let me talk to you. Your daughter is sleeping. Do not ever come to my house again at this time to claim to see your daughter. I don't date you. You and I are no longer in a relationship. So therefore, you come when your daughter is awake. And that was that.
But see, not some women don't do that because they don't want to let that baby daddy go. And sometimes it don't be an emotional attachment. Sometimes it be that monetary attachment.
Baby, they can have them.
I mean, you're one of the selected few, but not all of them.
And I know some women want to keep on holding on to these men, these baby daddies or ex-husbands or whatever. But my thing is, once you have violated me and I have let you go, there's nothing else I want from you. Nothing. Take care of your children, and that is it. So therefore, my thing with the whole video was the way she was speaking to her husband. I can tell the respect had already left out of that situation. Now, I don't know what happened.
She'd have been leaving with her baby daddy.
I don't know what happened prior. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened.
Been going out the door. Go ahead and get your little box, U-Haul box.
Saying, like, can I finish my thought?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
U-Haul box.
So you married this woman with children. They had a father who was active in their life. And if I'm in a relationship with somebody and they have children, I don't care if your baby mama comes to see them kids. At the end of the day, you don't have to ask me, can they come over either? You can say, oh, well, such and such coming by to see the kid, but whether I agree right? Or no, you're telling me.
Right.
But you're letting me know.
They alerted you.
Yeah, but they didn't have to. He didn't have to. Because let me tell you something about me. I'm very strong in my spot. She can come in the door if she wants. No, don't say you hear me like trying to be like, oh, I hear you. Like, listen, I chase after the bag.
Like I said, I see it from both. I see it from both angles.
It's just crazy to me. I know that she was disrespectful to her husband at the end of the day, and that's something she should not have done. If there was a problem,
she was siding with her other baby daddy.
Had that conversation with him.
Yeah, that's where that right there should have been something that should have been done. Listen,
she was siding with the other baby daddy.
We'll talk about what we need to talk about later. Let me handle, what I need to handle on the inside. That's what she should have did.
Right.
But now, once old boy stepped to the threatening side of things,
she shouldn't even have let it got that far.
No,
you understand?
Actually, if you think about it, baby daddy wasn't saying nothing. He was chill. He was chill. Like
he was just like, I'm talking to her about these kids.
So that at that point, that's where the de-escalation should have started.
Right.
Like, okay, all right, bro. You know what? Y'all go ahead and do it. That I'm gonna deal with her once. Now you're going back and forth with her. You're disrespecting her in front of another man.
Right.
Regardless of what she's doing, now you're starting to disrespect. So when you start to disrespect, everybody know the type of woman that they deal with. And if you know certain women that you give disrespect to, it's coming back. They don't care who they're in front of, how they're in front of. So, and they looked at that point, That wasn't the first time she talked to him like that.
Right.
She might have called him a band behind closed doors. So that wasn't the first time that happened.
Like
I know, I see your face.
Like I said, her and them other 2 children would have been going out the door. And if she wanted to take the little that we had together, could have took them out the door too. Y'all could have left. You could have got your little bags together. I would have had some good Family Dollar bags in there and help them pack up. I would have put your chap clothes in there. Told little buddy, hold on, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna put their stuff at the
He said
door.
he was going to take his kids.
Yeah,
Right.
so go ahead and take them.
Yeah.
I would have told him
Take
take
his
them.
kids.
Take them.
Yeah, he like, well, why I'm taking care of your kids? I would.
That's my thing is
First
this.
of all, the
Now
kids
that-
don't have nothing to do
my
with
thing
it.
is this: if you marry somebody,
Yep, you married your children too.
if you marry somebody, you marry your children too. I don't care what. If I marry you, your child is
It's
my child.
That's right.
When you get disrespectful, you can get out and your child too.
He
I married-
started it.
So when I separate from the mama, I separate from the child.
I
No,
know.
you can't do that.
I
You
don't.
can't do that.
You still
Because
have
they
a
ain't got
bond
nothing to do with
with
that.
that child. That child ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's right.
I have children now that's from they're grown.
No,
And I've been
I'm
with them since
saying
they was little,
in that
and me and their mother not together. That's my child.
no, but in that
And they still
situation,
respect you as daddy.
What?
no, in that situation, the kids might be able to come back over later. But at that point in time,
They evicted.
they
Kids
evicted.
don't have
The mama
nothing
got
to do with
evicted. So why they gonna stay behind?
Kids
The
don't
mama
have
gone,
nothing
they
to do
gone.
with it. Never-
That's how they go. The
have
mama
nothing
gone,
to
they
do
gone.
with it.
Now the chaps can come around later.
Why you
But-
involving the kids? The kids don't have nothing. to do
Because
with
the
it.
mama gone, what the chaps
So
staying at the
what?
house for?
Because maybe they want to be with you.
Right.
You going
I've
with
been
your
in that
man.
situation. I've been in that situation to where
Well, I commend
the
you.
child,
I
the
commend
child
you.
wants to. The mama, me and the mama, and the child go. I'm staying with the old man.
I commend you.
Yeah.
But-
Look, sorry, I have that happen.
I
I'm
commend you.
staying
Look,
with
my
the old
kids,
man.
my kids be like, we staying with mom. Yeah, we don't care where you going. I'm
Yeah.
looking at them like, that ain't even your mama. Cause she raised us.
Right.
We staying with mom.
And I've been in that.
And I commend y'all for that. But depending on the age of the child, you gotta go.
Nah.
You know, and
This is why I never
You gotta
talk
go.
to you about marriage because you
I wouldn't
have
care if it's
never
about
been
marriage or
married.
it don't matter if it's marriage or relationship.
Right. It
You gotta
doesn't matter
go.
if it's
you know,
marriage.
I've been the
You
one
gotta
to
you
say,
gotta
know
you
what?
gotta go.
I
If-
would never put you out. I go first. As a man, I go first.
Who? My house.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna leave. It's you.
like I've been there. I look because I've been at that
I
point
did-
to where
I did that
somebody
one
tells
time.
you to get out, and that's why I say once a woman loses respect for you, everything.
I've allowed that. I've allowed that before, and I stood on this. I don't care. I won't care. It'll never happen to me again in my life.
So and I put that happened one time.
No, that it's a different
It
when
happened more
y'all.
than one time
it's-
to
I
me.
only let it happen. Look, it was only once for me.
It's different when both of y'all names on the lease. But if my name on the lease and your name on the lease, and you think I'm gonna leave my house to you and your chaps, cause me and you done fell out, you done bumped your rabbit.
First of all, my mama told me don't never stay nowhere with my name ain't on nothing.
Right. So if my name on
So
it,
by law, technically, knowing how long she was staying there, you can't put her out. The police will come and make you leave before she leaves.
no, I'm gonna do it right.
Well,
You
regardless,
gonna go get
of,
evicted.
I'm going right down the
Man,
port of trade.
regardless of how you look at it now, if you've been there longer than 30 days and you receiving mail there,
Oh yeah,
they have to go through the eviction unless you willingly just say, I don't got time for this.
but you know, I wouldn't even go through that. Like,
Nah, I'm not.
I'm not. One of my homegirls going through that right now. To my
Once
her
you tell
boyfriend
me
making it so
to
uncomfortable.
get out, that's it.
But now, but
Listen,
you
me.
know what? I'm the type now, and this is how I tell everybody now. That get out, don't tell me to get out once I've been there paying bills. You're gonna have to go through the process of getting me evicted. Because you're not gonna, I'm not finna pay the rent.
Well, I
And
said
then-
it's after my money run out, and then
I'm
I'm out of here.
I'm not going nowhere.
I'm out of
I'm
here.
not, look,
But I'm staying till my money run out.
look, I go to my mama's house. I'm not finna fight no, because look, the law ain't on our side.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't care if it's my house. You gone. You getting out. I ain't going nowhere. I'm paying this whatever I'm paying on the rent at that time. You think I'm finna
Be
leave?
like the Brady Bunch, put a line down the middle of the house.
Well, remember you stay on that side.
Hopefully the bathroom on your side.
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going. I'm sorry. You and your chaps can leave. I don't care how nobody feel about it. If me and the mama done fell out at that point in time, because even though the chaps cool with me, their alignment still with their mama. Ain't no telling what they thinking in their rabbit butt minds at that point in
I
time.
can't agree with that.
Nah.
No,
Nah,
I'm just saying.
Some kids know when their parents are wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
The
kids
know when their
do.
parents are wrong.
But
I
me,
can't agree with that.
the way I am, go about your business, and then we can talk later when I done cooled off. But at this point in time, you need to leave.
You gonna relax, I'm gonna relax.
Yeah. Because I've been through that, and me and the children after the fact are cool. They still call me pops to this day. But when y'all had to leave, everybody had to go.
Man, that scars a child.
It does.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Better put a Band-Aid on this
My
Neil
thing is, how
Spoon.
do you tell a child you love them and then turn around and tell them to get out?
If their mama gotta go, they gotta
It
go
don't even
too.
matter. They don't even have nothing to do
So
with it.
so your love for the kids is contingent on the love
No,
you have for the mom.
ain't the love for the contingent to the mom. But when the mama gone, I'm gonna break it down this way. Let me break it down. When the mama gone, me and the mama done for.
Okay.
We know we done for. I'm gonna do something else. I'm not gonna feel comfortable doing something else in front of this woman chaps. If you catch my drift.
Okay, I understand that.
You feel where I'm coming from? So I'm trying
But
to.
if they're yours, you do something in front of yours.
It's a different when they mines. Cause mines know how I am. The mines ain't gonna feel a different way.
So it's all right when you gunning their mama down.
You know. Yeah. But if I'm dealing with somebody else, I bring another woman around and it's not their mama. And I'm not their daddy. That might be a sticky situation at that point in time.
Now, one thing I will say,
That might be a sticky situation.
I will say, and my son told me this and made me feel good. He said, you know, Pop did his thing out here. Pop did his thing out here. He said, but I could say, I'm 26 years old. I could say, I only seen Pop in the bed with two women, and that was his wife.
Yeah, I can say that about my
My thing is this. This is my
You ain't
thing.
supposed to do everything in front of kids. Anyway.
My thing is everybody, every Tom, Joe, Harriet, Martin, and whatever that you be with, your kids shouldn't have to see you with them.
That's right.
But them kids ain't gonna see me because they ain't gonna be there.
Not even your kid.
Now, they might know that you dealing with somebody.
a friend.
They might know that. They might even know that you living with somebody. But let's say I go get my kids. When I go get my kids, whatever room my kids in, I make sure they comfortable. I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. And if she come and ask me, Prince or babe, why are you sleeping on the couch? Because my kids ain't gonna see me laid up with you.
Kids ain't gonna wake up in the morning. I'm laid up in bed to my breakfast.
I've done that. I had a 1 bedroom. I had me and my chaps split the room. So if I had company, you know, sometimes you get upset, why we can't get the room? I'm not finna put my chaps on no pull-out bed, on no pallet on the floor to knock you down. You better come over here, get on this floor, get on this pallet, this pull-out, or come in the bathroom. And before the sun come up, you need to be gone. You know, and some folks didn't understand that. But like you said, everybody don't get to meet your kids.
I had a female
You know.
me because I told her that.
Yeah,
I told her your kids will never wake up and see me in the house.
I could say this. I could do just like this. Out of all my children, I got a lot.
13, a dozen plus one.
My two wives, they seen me with my two wives and two other women.
That's all right.
Your child is
You
not
my girlfriend.
my child is not supposed to see you with everybody, man or woman. You the child, everybody.
Nah. Listen, when my husband and I separated, my kids only saw me with 2 people. One I dated for 13 years, and somebody else. That's it. At the end of the day, if I'm messing with you, I'm coming to your house. You ain't coming over here. And that's just bottom line.
Snoopy Fox.
I don't play that. First of all, and my kids were not young. They were teenagers.
And see, that's what I was
they already
saying.
know. What,
And that's
you know
what I
what I'm
was saying.
saying?
What I was saying when the kids would have to leave, if they,
Go spend the night at Auntie house.
yeah, no, I'm saying the
He's
kids
talking
that
about
ain't mine.
within the relationship.
Oh,
If the mama go, the kids gotta go. But I was saying that if the kid's too young, you need to be with your mama. Because that's where you're gonna get the nurturing from. That's who's gonna coddle you. And if the young girls is getting to that stage where it's time for them monthlies to come, I don't know. You be dealing with me, you be walking around smelling like walking around smelling like
I got 8
sardines.
daughters. That was a rough
Listen,
time for me.
You be walking around smelling like sardines.
That's a rough
with me.
thing.
Yeah.
That's a rough
Because
thing. That's a
Because
rough
everybody know I raised my daughters. But when that time came, y'all need to go to your mama or your grandma's house or one of your auntie's houses. Because I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about sanitary napkins.
I had to go through that one time.
I didn't know nothing about that.
One of my daughters.
Thank God for my wife during that time period that I had to go through
Yeah,
that.
my daughter from my first marriage. I had to go through that because we weren't together, and I had all 3 of my kids by her. I had them for like 10 months by myself.
Skip. Before we go any further, skip.
So,
We got to talk about this Shannon Shaw about
Hold
Uncle
on, wait,
Shannon.
I knew you-
Uncle Shannon?
We got to talk about Uncle Shannon before we get off of here today. We got to speak about Uncle Shannon and his goofy butt self.
Do you feel like you're wrong?
I don't feel he didn't do nothing wrong. I don't feel he done nothing wrong. What I did feel he wrong, he too got darn old to be dealing with a chap.
You right, but once
Now
you
that's what I said he did wrong. And
There's a lot of old men out here that like young girls.
no, but he should, that joke in his fit is that chap 19. That chap 19. And you look at my plate. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Monique told him when she was on that show, when she sat on that couch with Shannon, she said, "My brother Shannon, you need to get you a sister, and a good sister." He told her.
he had one. That's the one that he got caught on Instagram. They was
No, that wasn't no sister. You could tell by the voice.
That wasn't the sister.
No,
That was the
that was
plate.
that was the plate.
that was the plate.
That was
What?
the plate.
I thought it was a sister.
No,
You
that
can
was
hear
the
the
plate.
voice.
You can hear the voice. That was the plate.
Making me want to go back and listen now.
Go
Yeah,
listen.
that was the
That was
plate.
the plate.
Would that make me freaky if I go back and listen?
No,
You listen.
It's for entertainment purposes only, though.
But
It's
it-
for research.
it-
It's
it-
for research.
it might.
Development.
Yeah.
You never seen a face, so we don't know what gender they were. No way. I'm gonna leave that
But
alone.
when she
But
said put that big black baby in me.
we didn't know what gender that voice
No.
was. Okay, but
Face,
I'm gonna leave
face,
that.
no.
I'm leaving it alone.
Face, we don't live coon years.
I'm
How many
leaving-
times?
We don't know what gender that was on that
How many
voice.
times have
before.
you ever heard that in your life?
So you talking?
No, I'm talking about.
I know.
Yes,
I know
I-
you.
I'm not.
I've never heard that in my
I'm
life.
not
I know
talking
you ain't
about
saying
the
he
text
pulled a
message.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I'm thinking about with that recording. When the months ago that came out, I ain't quite sure.
Eddie Murphy.
Might have been delirious. Might have been delirious.
Look, it was late night. I seen a woman on the side of the road. I was just trying
But-
to give her a ride home.
I was finna say somebody else. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm happily married. I love my wife and my kids.
Yeah. But the text messages came out. I feel it's a bunch of mess, and it's bad if it is, because that hurts for the women and men that really have been assaulted.
Yep.
So that makes it start looking worse and worse when you seeing all these frivolous accusations coming out towards people. But when them text messages were revealed, and she was texting him, now we don't know what text message is gonna come out from him now, cause he a
little freak master.
yeah,
He R. Kelly-ish.
He freaky.
He R. Kelly-ish. We can say it.
Rain never meet
He freaky.
He said his name is Shay Shay.
Yeah, he freaky.
Yeah.
But
Red
when I seen that text message and she was like, I can't wait till you put me in the dog collar and chain and do what you do. So a lot of that stuff she was saying let you know this stuff was consensual.
Yes.
You know,
And
it was
look at
consensual.
that, and at that point,
Just looking at them text messages, and then when she said she was assaulted by him sexually, then you turn right back around after he done it the first time.
Go back.
Supposedly, you allow him to come to your residence right around Christmas time because he's told you, I had you a Christmas gift. And I'm bringing you a Christmas gift after he supposedly took your cookies before then violently. And then all of a sudden at Christmas, he called and said, I got you a Christmas gift. Can I bring it back?
you know what they're gonna turn.
And
it
then
into
you allowed him to come back over there and bring that gift. And all of a sudden he did it again. And this time more violently.
So this is what I'm gonna say on this. We talked about this today at work.
You sound like
Right.
a crock of mess to me.
First and foremost, as I told them, I feel bad because there are really people out here that have been
Yeah.
essayed, and it's hard for them to prove because people come out with these frivolous,
Yeah.
Accusations. That's number one.
I like
Number
that
two,
big word. You're improving. Go ahead.
Number two, I feel like even if I tell you to come over and in the middle I say no, that means no. I don't care what I said in the beginning. Maybe I didn't like it. Maybe you turned me the wrong way. Maybe you pulled my hair and I didn't like it and I said no. So that means you should have stopped.
You're right.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
That ain't what that heifer said.
Okay, well, wait a minute.
I mean, woman.
That
Excuse me.
supposedly that is what was said. But again, my thing is, and like I've always said,
So if
and
that
with
happened,
these-
you invite him back again.
no.
Okay, that's
Well,
Well, I mean, okay, so let's just say, I mean, you use one example.
Okay.
I tell the pretty granddaddy come over. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the first time it was great. Maybe the second time, nah, I don't like that. Okay, stop. You gonna leave. Now I might like him. I might tell him to come over again. I don't mean maybe it was something he did that I didn't like. Wait a minute, Faith.
Go ahead.
Maybe it was something he did in that moment that I did not like. Don't mean I did not like him. You understand what I'm saying? But if it was a violent,
She said I was S8 the first time.
okay, so no, you're not coming back in, and I'm not going to wait to call the police. I'm going to immediately then call the police. But this is what I keep saying: like when when money is exchanging hands and gifts are exchanging hands, and now you want to cry wolf.
Now you're processing.
That's what I
What
have
she
a problem
was.
with.
She's
go
on
to Vegas and do it legally.
That's
no,
what I have a
she's
problem
on.
with.
She's doing it legally. She's on OF. She's on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
She
I
is.
heard that. too.
She's on OnlyFans.
That's what he met at. Okay.
You Shannon Sharp. Why you mean
I'm-
somebody on OF?
but-
What?
That's what a lot of them do.
But a lot of them
Because
they
they don't-
see the Instagram and they look at Instagram models. I'm gonna give y'all some key advice. Young men, some folks that's melanated, hopefully y'all listen. When y'all get a certain age, when you get to a certain spot in financial stability,
Stature.
Mhm.
either get yourself a wife, learn how to sign NDAs, and make sure you're doing what you need to be doing within them NDAs because they run out in 20 years, or just chill. One of the two, because when you start dealing with these folks, they coming for your money. It's a money grab.
Mhm.
It's a money grab, and you can't just sit up and say because it's the plate, because it's more than the plate. The table
Yeah.
doing it too.
Yep.
You know, so you just have to be more mindful of what y'all doing out here.
And get the
But-
DNA tests.
Yeah, find you one good woman and chill,
That's why.
or a couple women,
Well, I don't
you
say
do?
that.
or a couple women. But that's chill. Find you. If you don't want to just be one woman, find you some sister wives. Where all
like
of you,
Neo.
Yes.
where all of
Listen,
you,
He's living his best life.
Listen, let
you
me
know
tell
where
you
all of
something.
you be happy. But we also seen in those text messages where this young woman was wanting to get pregnant by Shannon. So
So
hopefully,
that's a payday. That's a payday.
yes. And she was saying, I can't wait till you get them that big black baby in me. And she wasn't talking about his man, Paul.
I'll put that on the t-shirt.
You know, she was wanting
Yeah,
to be
that's-
impregnated
And you
by
can
him.
tell by that right there what
You
she
know.
was.
And what she was trying to do.
You know, and then you can hear some of these conversations, and she was taping their conversations they had been having. So this was a setup the whole time.
Premeditated.
You know, they having conversations. She was like, well, I don't feel like being choked. And he was like, well, you may be choked in public. You know, and they just having a regular conversation, but the way it's coming off now,
Sound like conversations you have, eh?
you know, I ain't doing no choking.
Hey, yo,
I
listen.
like to breathe.
Listen, before we get out of here, I
The
got
only way I'm choking is I ain't breathing. You sitting somewhere,
all right.
and I have to move you.
Before we get out of here, something new I want to bring to the table. It's gonna be for all our guests, but I'm gonna start with you three.
Okay.
All right. Now, your favorite producer in Charlotte.
Oh, I can't answer that.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know nobody out here.
Slim.
That was good. That's the only thing I can.
Okay.
That's the only person I really
Your favorite hip hop group in Charlotte.
group.
We ain't got too many groups.
Yeah, it ain't too many groups.
Okay.
Ain't too many
Look, the
groups.
group that I like ain't together no more.
Who was that?
Huh? That was your daughter though.
Oh yeah. Okay. Who you got?
Oh, and little mama them that went to Miami with us.
Trap 3.
Yeah.
I
love
Yeah.
them.
Now them.
See.
Now I'm saying
That's
like
right.
them. Yeah.
Okay. So who you got?
What?
Favorite hip hop group in Charlotte?
I have to go with Cousin now. Yeah, I have to go
That
with
we had
Dump
on
Truck.
last week.
Dump
Truck?
Dump Truck in there.
Oh yeah, they crazy. Yeah.
Let's see.
CMC. CMC
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go with Brandon too. See, it's a couple. It's
But-
only
but
a couple groups, and I have to go
Who
back
got the
and forth.
Bojangles joint?
CMC.
CMC.
Okay. Okay. See, look, I'm fat. I
She
remember. I
got the
remember the
biscuits,
food joint.
Bojangles.
Favorite-
She got the
Favorite
biscuits,
hip hop
Bojangles.
solos.
Female or male?
Male.
Mainstream or independent?
It don't matter. They from Charlotte.
Mm.
Male. Fatty.
Female.
Mary.
Since
Well, no,
she-
hold on. I take that back.
Oh,
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. See. Now that one, I'm kind of. I got three.
you say them all.
I got
Say
three
'em.
that nobody. I don't want nobody to take this personal.
All right, but
but I got three. Well, I got four.
Well, come on, we
I
gotta get out
got
of here.
four. Okay. I got Jazzo,
Yeah.
Mary Mack,
Okay.
Fan,
Uh-huh.
and Nikki.
Okay.
and,
Nikki B. Let me make it.
and now since we brought up Fetty P, this Saturday he will be at Club Euphoria. He will be in the building at Club Euphoria. Y'all can hit me. Pre-order tickets. Pre-sale is $20 at the door. $25. Fetty P will be in the building since you brought him up.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Favorite male. Hip hop.
Jay Breezy,
Okay. Favorite female.
fantasy.
Favorite male hip hop.
Steppy Jig.
Favorite female.
Oh,
Ooh.
I got two. Oh, my girl. Gang, gang.
Oh.
So that's right. I can't even. I like so many of the females in the
no.
city. I can't pick
Mhm.
one.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't pick one. We had too many
Body
artists.
band.
Yeah.
Bang gang.
Dang gang.
Yeah.
Favorite DJ in the city.
Come on, son.
What?
Come on, son. You already know. Like
DJ Prince.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I take that. It's a couple of them because
Yeah, you good.
everybody has their own lane in what they do.
You
Now,
good.
when it comes to old school and taking it back to up north, side that's you all day long. Now, the one to play with the YNs, I leave that CP. I leave the young
People
boys to CP. Yeah. So yeah, I give them that.
Your favorite DJ.
Party partners.
Can't lose.
Yeah.
Can't lose.
Anybody.
Can't lose. Okay. With that being said, when we leave here, y'all catch us at Visions at Midwood. It's going down. It's game night, and everything in the bar is half off.
Y'all best not be Shannon Shaw. Skip.
Mess with the fish bowls, they might be.
Skip.
And then don't forget, Thursday night, it goes down with Prince Side live at Visions again. And then Saturday night, I'm coming to beat it down at Euphoria. I'm going to beat the brakes off of it. catch me, the whole team up in the building, and catch my man Fetty P. So with
Also, Stunner will also be in the building, so y'all make sure y'all come out, man. We got some more surprise guests popping up in the city. You feel me? It just
I
ain't
ain't
a
know
Charlotte
Stunner was
thing.
gonna be there.
Yeah, we got a couple things going, so y'all pop out, man.
All
I'm
right.
taking my shirt off. Let the fat boy out. I'm taking my shirt off. It's gonna be hot Saturday night.
Yeah, y'all
Come.
pop out.
All right, y'all. We get ready to get up out of here. So from Party Punishers, we gonna say peace. And next up is our home girl, one of the best, Bella, with views and news. We out. Peace.